What's up, everybody? Turbo Man 351 here, bringing you another video. How about that? Alright, guys. Fuel system. There it is. Yep. I need to monitor the fuel going into this car a little bit more better and have more access to maintenance and so on. So, a couple weeks ago in the Foxbody, this little floaty thing on my fuel sender, not this one, but you see where it goes. That little guy there, in my tank here. Okay, now I know it's 32 years old, but I wasn't thinking that. All of a sudden disintegrated and just absolutely dissolved into this black tar debris and mixed in with the fuel, and then sent that to the motor. Yep. And clogged the injectors. Car was acting funny, spitting, just acting up, doing dumb stuff, right? And I was like, dude, what is going on here, man? And for the life of me, I couldn't find out what it was until my gas gauge went out. Right? I didn't have any more gas gauge. I was like, dude, what's going on here? I just filled this puppy up and I'm still reading empty, right? Well, lo and behold, after I dropped the tank, I looked in there and I saw this guy here half dissolved into the fuel tank and all that black stuff all over the place and the fuel and what have you. So I had to drop the tank, clean everything out, the filter, I mean, everything. Let me tell you what, dude. These Magna Fuel inline fuel filters, you need to get one. You need to get one. And if you can, run 2 of them. Okay? They tell you only run 1, but I'd run 2. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Real simple, real easy. Okay? So, you want to run back here by the tank and then one about midway close to the motor. Okay? So, what I do, I had to drop all the injectors. I got this little doodad here that I made from a guy on YouTube. This is a tire Schrader valve, okay, where you put the air in and you take the guts out. And I had a tire cap right here, and I drilled a little hole, and I put this guy in here. And this thing here goes, I forget what the thing is. No, this goes into here like this, bonk, and this goes over the nipple of the fuel injector. Okay, and you spray this right in there and it cleans your injectors. Pretty neat trick. I didn't want to buy that whole fuel injector cleaner thing that costs $400. I might though, I don't know. But anyway, this thing is pretty cool, man. All right, you can get these on Amazon. I was questioning these a little bit because, I had to do my research. You got to do your research, guys. Very important on products, okay, especially when you buy on Amazon and eBay, obviously. And I heard a lot of good things about these fuel tanks. These welds are done by a machine. Look at that, dude. Obviously, that's done by a machine. That is insane. Okay, so you're getting really good stuff. They don't leak. The material is really good. Good fittings down here. So when I first got this, it had that mesh stuff in here. And I took it out because that stuff, I don't trust it, and I don't trust the Amazon stuff, okay? This stuff they put inside there to keep it, this acts as a baffle, okay? It keeps the fuel from sloshing around the back of the car so you don't feel the car going whoop, 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 you got 15 gallons in it. But don't leave this in there from Amazon. Go to Summit and buy the good stuff. It's about 60 bucks, and the yellow stuff is the best, okay? I think it's from like ATI Fuels, something like that. As soon as you get one of these, first thing you need to do, honestly, is rip that out. I took the sending unit out of here because I got to have a Foxbody sending unit thing, majigger, and that's I forget what the ohms is, but the 10 to 90 doesn't work, so I took it out. It's here right here. Okay, this is the one that was in it. I had to take that one out. And first thing you do, obviously, I filled it up with 15 gallons of water to make sure that this is a 15-gallon tank. Some people say, nope, it's 11. No, it's 12. Nope, it's exactly 15 gallons, brother, with maybe a half gallon to spare. So that's cool. Second thing you need to do, check for leaks, drain it, and then put some gasoline in here and slosh it all around. Get all over the walls. so that you don't gain any rust. Now, okay, it's aluminum. Aluminum does not rust. You're right. But some areas can, though, like in the corners. It's like weird, man. And but it's just a good thing. What I did is I put weed eater gas in here because that's high octane gas. That's 110 octane mixed with a little bit of oil that you run in weed eaters. And that comes pre-mixed in a can thingy. And I just put about half a gallon in here and mix it around. And it coats the whole thing and it's good to go. You can run ethanol, methanol, all your alcohol gasoline in here along with pump gas. This thing is just a no-brainer. It's got a sump down here. Okay, obviously this is like for a carbureted one, but you can do it for fuel injection. It's got the 12-bolt top here. Holley's website has many pumps that can fit this. It's a no-brainer. The one I'm getting is about $383. It just drops right in, 450 wall burl. I'm going to run 2 pumps just in case, and then I'm going to have another spare tank over here, a 2.5 gallon tank, which will have like Q16 or what have you, because I got to be better with the fuel in this car because I'm running 22 pounds of boost, dude. Yeah. And the timing's not really cranked up on this car, so that's good. It's just, I'm really just using the boost to move this car. Some engines are timing sensitive where you can get a lot of timing in it and boost to get a lot of horsepower. I'm not doing that. We're keeping the timing dialed back a lot and just turning up the boost. The motor's built for boost. It's all forged internals. It's good. So let me show you how this fits in the back here. So hold on. This, believe it or not, freaking fits in here pretty good. Okay, hold on. Let me get this thing settled down here. There it goes. Right there, dude. Hold on. And boom. Look at that, dude. Is that insane, man? Now, I don't have, I'm going to cut this little piece out down here for the sump, you know what I mean? So I can have access to it, and that's going to be right between the bumper and this plastic in the bumper here. I mean, this plastic piece here, okay? Because behind this, there's a gap about, I don't know, 5-inch gap there. And that's, you know, and that's where you would cut this out, and then it would come through, and then you just reach your, and you can have access to it to drain the fuel and everything else. But look, I can't move it left or right. It's actually, it's a perfect fit. Look at that, dude. That is insane, man. It was meant to go in here, okay? No cutting the floor except for the sump down there, which is nothing. That's just a 4-inch cut right there. It's nothing. And yeah, dude, 1 bolt there and 1 bolt over here just to be 100% sure so she doesn't jump up, which I doubt she will with at least 3 gallons in it. Couldn't do that. So we'll do that. We'll have some bulk fittings coming out here, dude, to be real easy. Just boom, connect here, come up, connect to the pump, and that's it. Take a vent line here, come up and come out of the car. You can see my little window here I have to get into the hat here of the old tank. Now the old tank in here is brand new, and you know, I put that in a couple months ago, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I want better maintenance and better access to the fuel tank in here. And these tanks that people are putting in their Foxbodies, like this one, is so easy, it's so cheap. This is $137 to my door, and hey, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see how it works, okay? Make sure that the car doesn't smell like gas. Don't want to do that, okay? Make sure all the lines are in correctly and everything's blocked off. And the good thing about this, I can put the pump in here, just pulled my thing down. These cargos, dude, are getting expensive and hard to find. And just do that, you know what I mean? And just voila, you know? Because in the back here is nothing but business, dude. I don't really keep nothing back here. You know, you got your relays and stuff here. Fuel pump relay, okay? This is all the ground stuff for the pump. This is a chassis ground. This is where the battery's supposed to go, but I kind of want a different route. But the battery will come back here eventually. Actually, it's going to probably go over here and what have you. And so, yeah, dude, that's a perfect fit, man. So I can't really complain. And so, yeah, a little thing that we're doing for right now, just to change it up a little bit, you know. It's just been getting a real pain to get to the Foxbody tank there and having to drop it, and then having this thing disintegrate on me was just a mess. So It was crazy how much stuff was in that tank. I mean, that little thing here, this little guy here, man, or the one that was in there, granted it was 32 years old, just absolutely disintegrated. I think that when I put the race gas in there is what really sped up the process of dissolving that floaty on the cinder. So I've seen other YouTube channels with this tank in it. Some guys will cut it and actually recess it down a little bit, and some guys will actually take it and recess this all the way down to its flush right here, which is pretty cool, you know what I mean? And when you look underneath here, you don't see it. It's crazy because only about this much of the tank is hanging underneath, and you still can't see it, you know? Pretty wild. But yeah, dude, 15-gallon tank fits perfect, man. You know, maybe could have gone with the 17-gallon. I don't know. I'd do a lot more cutting if that were the case. But, you know, hey, it's a perfect fit, man. And I had to order the gas gauge from Amazon. That'll be here soon. Yes, you can buy a sending unit just like this that's universal that will work with your Foxbody gas gauge in your dash. Yes, the stock one. It was, I didn't think it was possible, but what's the Foxbody? It's like 40 empty. And like, gosh, what was it, man? I can't remember. 2 something full, how many ohms it was. But anyway, it'll work with it. No problem. So that was cool. What else am I doing here, dude, in the Fox? Got the other TrueX boost controller. Now it's up over here. I had, ow, damn, that hurt. I got it over here. It was here. I didn't like it. It was like tucked in the corner. Did I just break that, dude? Holy snaps, dude. And then I moved it over here because everything's just got to be right here. You know what I mean? And yeah, I had that old AEM AFR gauge there. So yeah, dude, Foxbody getting a fuel cell. And so we can have better control over the fuel. And I believe somewhere here or here, over here, will be the 2.5 gallon tank. And that'll be for 2.5 gallons of pure Q16. And I might have that on demand with its own pump. And when I hit, or I don't know, I might turn on manually in the car or have the Holly do it. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because I'm not really in boost all the time in this car, okay? And what I'm running into is filling this thing up with race gas because I do, yeah, 5 gallons of 112, which is cam 2. Isn't it 112? Yeah, 112. And then I mix that with 93 octane, right? But I always had, it's like 70% race gas and the other 30 is 93 octane. And I try to stretch that as long as I can. I can get pretty good use out of that for a while. You know, driving, you know, it's twice a week I'll drive this car, which is kind of a lot. But if I don't have to burn the race gas regularly as just driving around type fuel, I don't want to do that because that is expensive. Dude, cam 2, okay, yeah. Yeah, gas is expensive, okay? And race gas is 10 times more expensive, okay? I thought it wouldn't be because it's not something that everybody uses all the time, but no. Race gas is like $11.50 a gallon in some places. If I have a guy over here for 68 bucks, I can get 5 gallons. Whoa, that's a deal, dude. And so if I don't have to burn it, cruising around, there you go. I think that when I hit a certain throttle position, say, the Q16 will kick in and then start feeding the animal and we'll go from there. I think it's like, they call it like, you know, on-demand fueling, they call it. And it's like when you have the throttle position at a certain, you know, as soon as I hit like 75% throttle on the TPS sensor, boom, the pump comes on, it knows I'm going to get into it. Because when you're past 75% throttle, you're going to start spooling, and you're going to start putting boost in it, and you're going to start moving. And that's when I want the race gas to kick in, okay? Anything under that is, you know, I'm not in the boost. Okay, I could also do KPA demand, is when the map sensor sees anything above 150 KPA, which is like, I don't know, 7 pounds of boost, I want it to kick in. So trying to play it smart here, save some money, dude, because it's getting nuts. Everything's expensive. And, yeah, man, all the fossil fuel engine parts, dude, it's just, they're starting to jack it up, man. It's getting nuts. Like, I'm going to buy, now this is just me, call me nuts. I'm buying like a whole bunch of bearing kits for this engine just to have on spare, just in case if it gets too stupid, okay? You know, I got a spare motor. You know, I'm going to have parts around here where I can build 2 or 3 motors of the same engine, okay? That's just me. You know, I always keep spare, okay? And, so yeah. All right, dude. That's about it, man. Not a whole lot. Trying to pump these videos out. I'll bring you the update on this, dude, how I'm going to plumb it. I run PTFE lines on this puppy. That's a really smart thing to do because all your gasoline has ethanol in it, dude. And if your Foxbody sits in storage for any time, you're going to be in trouble. But I don't sit in storage. I drive this car. So something to think about. But PTFE is good stuff to run if you run fuels like I do. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace.